Shalom. Kalalayam Yahweh Basham Yoshai Basham Rakakadash. Double honors to the apostles and the elders of GMS who teach us His truth. Salutation to the elect scattered abroad amongst the nation. Some who look like the nations. This is Banaya. So this one, disclaimer is put out. So this, I'm making no funds from this. So let's go into it.
With 3 million Epstein files released last week, new exchanges are constantly coming to light. And this might be the most concerning yet, which is a big statement, obviously, when it comes to the Epstein files. So it's between Epstein and the Hollywood producer Barry Josephson. It's from February 2011, and it starts like this. There are two elements, really, to this email chain. So always, as you always do, you read from bottom to the top. Jeffrey, how old is she now? Best, Barry J. Now, Barry Josephson, as I say, Hollywood producer, 16, says Jeffrey Epstein. Thank you very, very much. Now, the subject line here is your niece. And then there's a reply from Barry Josephson who says, her full name again, is she in New York for a few weeks? And sorry, please have your office forward me her mum's contact info again. A friend is shooting a feature in NY and I'll try to get her in. So this is the modus operandi, isn't it? You know, you get somebody that, is it for modeling? I'm not sure. But anyway, thank you very, very much. They're 16. Anyway, this is, I mean, there'll be pages and pages of this stuff in the emails. This is the part that seemed more unusual, I suppose. I hadn't quite realized that this type of thing was in this email cache. So it's still with the re-forward your niece. But this fella, Barry Josephson, says, cool, I'm excited. Also, I've been thinking a lot about that question that you asked Bill Gates, quote, how do we get rid of poor people as a whole, unquote. And I have an answer, comment regarding that for you. When can I call you today to discuss this? So obviously he didn't, how to get rid of all the poor. He didn't want to put in an email. So he saved that little plan, that little nugget, for a phone call. Now, of course, as is often the case, there are two potential ways of reading this. It could be, well, it could be a question about how to kill all poor people, which seems more likely. Or it could be, you know, we have to be fair, it could be a question about how you end poverty. If there's no poverty, there will be no poor people, right? You say, how do we get rid of poor people as a whole? A universal basic income, maybe. Maybe that's the angle they're going down.
Really?
It would be a strange way of phrasing if that was the point, right? When people argue for a UBI, they don't normally say it's so we can eradicate the poor, but there we are. I suppose one thing that maybe does lead to thinking that second interpretation could be the case is that, as far as I understand, Bill Gates has devoted a lot of time and energy to reducing poverty.
Okay,
I
enough
don't look
on
at
that.
Bill Gates as someone who's trying to kill poor people. He has invested a lot of money, a lot of time.
You get what this is about. You're trying to disappear poor people, okay? To make them extinct. So Proverbs 14 and 31. He that oppresseth the poor reproach his maker, but he that honoreth him hath mercy on the poor. So what is this talking about? Reproach it.
Strong's H2778. Charaf.
So, to reproach, taunt, blaspheme, defy, jeopardize. Okay, so they are blaspheming. To reproach. And they are defying the Most High. Okay, go back. So I go to 14. I go to 20. 14 and 20. The poor is hated even of his own neighbor, but the rich hath many friends. He that despises neighbor sinneth, but he that hath mercy on the poor, happy is he. So these people are sinners, as you see. They hate us, and they know who they want to get rid of. God, they know we are the poor because they put us there. Okay? They put us in that position. So they know. Proverbs 22 and 16. Proverbs 22 and 16. He that oppresseth the poor to increase his riches, and he that giveth to the rich shall surely come to want. These are all explaining themselves. You oppress the poor, you shall come to want. You shall become poor. Okay? Job 5 and 15. Let's see what it says. But he saveth the poor from the sword, from their mouth, and from the hand of the mighty. So the poor hath hope, and iniquity stoppeth her mouth. So they are planning to destroy us. But Yahweh Hashem Yahushai will save us out of it. Deuteronomy 15 and 11. For the poor shall never cease out of the land. Therefore I command thee, saying, Thou shalt open thine hand wide unto thy brother, to thy poor, and to thy needy in thy land. Remember, Yahweh Shai said, we always have the poor with us. Okay? Until we come into the kingdom. When, as they say, all will be done. 30 and 50, 20 and 19. Job 24. 24 and 4. Job 24 and 14. The murderer rising with the light killeth the poor and needy, and in the night is as a thief. So they are always killing us, and nothing comes of it. As they say, murderer, blood is on your shoulder. And the last one I read is Psalms 10. Psalms 10, and I will start at 2. The wicked in his pride doeth persecute the poor. Let them be taken in the device that they have imagined. For the wicked boasted of his heart's desire, and blessed the covetous, whom Yahweh hates or abhorreth. The wicked, through the pride of his countenance, will not seek after Yahweh Bashem Yoshai. Yahweh is not in his thoughts. His ways are always grievous. Thy judgments are far above out of his sight. As for all his enemies, he puffeth at them. He hath said in his heart, I shall not be moved, for I shall never be in adversity. His mouth is full of cursing, and deceit, and fraud, and his tongue is mischief and vanity. He sitteth in the lurking places of the village, in the secret places doeth he murder the innocent. His eyes are privy set against the poor. He lieth in wait secretly, as a lion in his den. He lieth in wait to catch the poor. He doeth catch the poor when he drieth him into his net. So he set traps for the poor. If you notice, there's always trap for our poor in all different ways. They end up in prison because of these traps. They can't catch a break. We give all praises to Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yoshai, Ba'ashem Rakakadash, and Shalom to our people scattered abroad.